In Parashat Toldot, Parashat HaShavua, when Yaakov Avinu get the bracha from Yitzchak in the hand, the bracha is really well known. We say it every Motzei Shabbos. He said, "Va'iten lecha Elokim mital hashamayim u'mishmanei haaretz." It's really interesting because rain is something that you always need. You know, in Eretz Israel, specifically in the last few weeks, we're really anxious for rain. But tal, dew, it's something that happens on a daily basis. There is nothing special about dew. Normally, when you're given blessing by HaKadosh Baruch Hu, blessed by HaKadosh Baruch Hu, you're blessed by rain. You're not blessed by dew. So what does it mean by Iten Lecha Mital Hashamayim? So the Mefarshim asking this question, the Rambani raised this question, the Radak, the Sforno, and they've offered few answers. The Ramban suggested maybe the idea behind Tal Hashamayim, that it's never going to end it as rain sometimes ends, sometimes you have rain, sometimes you not have rain, but by dew you always have dew. So basically, Yitzchak told Yaakov, you are going to get your bracha that's going to be never ended. The Sforno suggested maybe, as in rain, sometimes there is rain, that it's not gishmei bracha, that it's more cursed than blessing. By dew there is no type of cursing, yes? There is no gishmei, there is no tal klala. Geshem, it could be bracha or klala, it could be for good, for bad. So the reason why Yaakov Avinu, Yitzchak give the bracha to Yaakov about dew, say this for because tal is always for good. And the bracha is it's going to be always for good. But I want to suggest something completely different. That maybe the answer why the bracha is about dew and not about rain is because the word Va'iten lecha Elokim mital hashamayim. The combination between Elokim and the dew. I tell you why. Because normally it's much easier to recognize the Kadosh Baruch Hu when it's talking about rain. You know, rain, it's one of the symbols that Eretz Israel is symbolized by. Eretz Israel is a place that getting the water from rain, just because, as Chazal explained, in Eretz Israel you need to be dependent on the Kadosh Baruch Hu. And everyone that's waiting for rain, looking for rain, know that rain is one of the keys that never given to human beings. Rain, it totally depends on the Kadosh Baruch Hu. And it's much easier to see the connection between the rain to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and everyone that's waiting to rain. Every person that's waiting for rain in his life know that he's giving to think immediately about the HaKadosh Baruch Hu. When you talk about dew, it's never like this. Because dew, it happens every morning, normally when we sleep still. And it happens so often with no something special behind this, it's so difficult to feel the connection between the dew to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. It's so difficult to see how it's come from HaKadosh Baruch Hu, how it's really blessing by HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And maybe that's a bracha that Yaakov get. The bracha that Yaakov get, that he will be able to feel HaKadosh Baruch Hu, even the most random things, even the most common things, even the most simple things, he still can able to feel HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Because as Yaakov Avinu is supposed to know, as a chosen nation, as a person that's going to build a chosen nation, we believe that every Jew, everyone, need to feel that everything that happens to him, that everything that he get, everything that he lose, everything that happens, every event that happens, it's a sign by HaKadosh Baruch Hu. It's a message by HaKadosh Baruch Hu. You need to be able to feel HaKadosh Baruch Hu. That's Va'iten lecha Elokim mital hashamayim. Every Motzei Shabbos, before we get into the regular daily basis, regular walk days, we say Va'iten lecha Elokim mital hashamayim. We say this bracha because we ask HaKadosh Baruch Hu, please, let us be able to feel you during the daily basis days, during the walk days, not only through Shabbos. Through Shabbos, it's much easier to feel HaKadosh Baruch Hu. We want to feel HaKadosh Baruch Hu not only by the rain. We want to feel HaKadosh Baruch Hu by our regular days, by our regular jobs, by our regular walking days. When we are busy, we still need and want to be able to feel that everything is from HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Everything is a message by HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Everything is opportunity that's given to us by HaKadosh Baruch Hu. There's a beautiful Chazal. In the Midrash in Vayikra Rabbah, Chazal say like this: Limdetcha Torah derech eretz, שכשאדם עושה מצווה, יעשה אותה בלב שמח. שאילו היה ראובן יודע שהקדוש ברוך הוא כותב עליו, וישמע ראובן ויצילהו מידם, בכתפו היה תורנו, ומוליכו אצל אביו. Say the Midrash, anything that you do in your life, you need to do with enthusiasm, with happiness. Why? Because think about Reuven. The Torah declared that Reuven, when he said to his brothers, when his brother wanted to kill Yosef, he told them, don't kill Yosef. The Torah said he told him so because he wanted to save Yosef, because he wanted to save his life. And the Midrash said if Reuven only knew that through the generation, all the future generation, going to reading the Torah that HaKadosh Baruch Hu declared that Reuven did it for the goal to save Yosef, he did it completely different. He was saving in his hands, not only talk about this. He do everything in so different enthusiasm, so different energy, because he know that it's going to build the future. He know that it's something so significant. And that's exactly the problem. So many times we're doing things, but we don't understand how much significant it is, how much and how it's related to our mission, how it's related to the mission that HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave us. If we only realized, if we're only able to feel this passion, this understanding, how every small thing that we are doing can change worlds, can change generation, can change our future, our family futures, our community future. If we only have this emotion, this feeling all the time, we do everything that we do with so much more enthusiasm. And the Midrash in the end continue and say like this, לשעבר היה אדם עושה מצווה והנביאים כותבים. עכשיו שאין נביאים, מי כותב אותה? אליהו מלך המשיח, והקדוש ברוך הוא חותם על ידיהם. Say the Midrash, years ago, we had Nevi'im. Every time that you are doing something, every time that you are going to do something, you can go to the Navi and ask him, what I'm going to do now, the thing that I'm going to deal with, it's important. How it's going to impact my life in the future. How it's going to impact my future, my children's future, my community future. What's the significance of what I'm doing? And the Navi can tell you because he's a Navi. And we know by Shmuel HaNavi that people who's going to ask Shmuel HaNavi question, everyone will ask him the Navi. Today we not have a Navi. It doesn't mean that we not need to remember the thing that we are doing on daily basis level can impact sometimes not only our life, so many people's life, can do and impact our future, our family future. If we living like this, that we know the thing that we are doing can change so much and be so significant to the future of Am Yisrael, our living going to be so totally different. Say the Midrash today that we not have a Nevi'im who is going to write, who is going to tell us what's from our action, what's from our daily basis action, going to written for generation after generation, going to influence and impact the future. That's a bracha that Yitzchak gave to his son. To live in a life that you know that nothing is insignificant, nothing that you do not able to make a difference. To believe that you can make a difference by any small things that happens, even by the dew, is coming from HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Even such a simple, common things. If a person living with a passion that I'm shaliach here, I came to the world to make a difference. I came to the world to carry a mission that HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave me, to change this world to be better. And everything small that I'm doing, who knows what it's going to impact? Who knows what it's going to do? Who knows what it's going to, how it's going to be written in the future history books. That's supposed to be feeling that carry a person. That's a blessing that Yitzchak gave to his son Yaakov. Be this type of person. That everything that happens to you, you know that maybe your acting, your behavior, what you are going to do, going to be written in the history book of the future, going to change the generation for on. Yes, going to change your life, your community life, your family life. Who knows what else? That's a passion that you need to have. I remember this parsha. I remember this midrash because we are coming close to Chanuka. We are in Chodesh, beginning of Chodesh Kislev. One of the big dilemma that Chazal has about Chanuka, as the Maharal described, is how to judge Chanuka in the perspective of the future and the history. Because, miracles that we win our enemies, we have a lot. The Hashmonaim have a beautiful, amazing victory, Me'atim mul Rabim, against the Greeks, against the Yevanim. But does it really deserve to take this miracle, to make it something that change and make it to be a future holiday for all the generation to come? That was a dilemma that we were able to ask, say the Maharal, till HaKadosh Baruch Hu made the miracle of Pach HaShemen. The miracle of Pach HaShemen was to emphasize the idea, to bring this idea that things like this, that look like another battle that we win, another victory, from tons of victory that we had through the history, it's not only another victory, it's something much more significant. And say the Maharal, HaKadosh Baruch Hu made the miracle of Pach HaShemen. Why? to tell us, don't think that this miracle is another miracle in the list of miracles. Don't think it's another victory. It's another miracle of victory that we exposed so many times in the recent past. Remember that it's so much more significant. And that's exactly what the passion that bring Matityahu to be Matityahu HaKohen, that called all the nation to tell them Mila Hashem Elai. How this guy was able to do it? Only because he understood the thing that he's doing, it's not simple. The thing that happened around him, it's not something local, that related only to his generation, to his local community. The thing that happened around him could be so much more significant and influence. Then you need to be a leader. You need to be a person that understands that you're acting. How you act to what's happened to you, what is your react to that, could make so much difference. And I think that's a message of Chodesh Kislev. That's a message of the Chashmonaim. That's a message of being a person that having the sensors that let him understand that the history that we experience in our days could be so significant. The things that happens to me through my life, the act that I'm doing, the react that I react, what's happened to me, could make so much difference. To live in a nation, in a situation that you feel that you are chosen by HaKadosh Baruch Hu to experience things and to take all your experience that given to you by HaKadosh Baruch Hu to make the world better. To be a person that understands that even the deer come from HaKadosh Baruch Hu. If something from HaKadosh Baruch Hu comes from HaKadosh Baruch Hu, it's a gift, but it's also obligation. It's an obligation to take the opportunity that HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave you and to do things better. And if you feel in the world, and you live in a world, that you feel a passion to see by everything that you experience, everything that happens to you, this idea that you need to be reading the future history books. You need to do something to make the world better, to make your life better, to make your community life better, your family life better. If that's your passion because you feel that everything that you get is opportunity, then you can sign to the hands of the Midrash that say that if person has all his attitude toward Eliyahu and Melech HaMashiach, the future Geula, if person have obligation and feeling that he need to be the one that bringing the bricks, as small as they are, to the future Beit HaMikdash, if that's your passion, you don't need to ask a Navi who is going to write yourself in the future Easter book. You are going to do it by yourself. As long as you understand that any act that you are doing, anything that you are doing, you are basically bringing bricks to the future Beit HaMikdash, to the future Geula. Everything that you are doing is another chain in the endless sharsheret of the good things that happens in these worlds that bring the world toward the Geula. If that's your feeling, if this is your mission, if this is your mission, if you understand what it means, Tal HaElokim, then you are going to be not only a leader, you are going to join HaKadosh Baruch Hu of making these worlds much more closer to the Geula, שתבוא במהרה בימינו חודש טוב.